to the 40, to the 50, still trying to Griffin is leveled in the backfield. He's brought down at the 35-yard line for a 5-yard loss by big old Kevin Williams. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys, intercepted in the end zone, and the Cowboy defense holds. The Cowboys have beaten the Sooners again.
Orange-clad fans from across the Southwest were excited as the Cowboys made preparations for the 2002 football season. Fueled by the energy of consecutive wins over Baylor and fourth-ranked Oklahoma to end the 2001 season, and by the return of 16 starters, Coach Les Miles and his squad were anxious to hit the gridiron in their pursuit of a postseason bowl berth. Some of the returnees were well known. Rashawn Woods and Josh Fields had gained national respect for their performances during the 2001 season. And on defense, the Cowboys returned 3 solid players up the middle as defensive tackle Kevin Williams, linebacker Terrence Robinson, and safety Elbert Craig highlighted a group anxious to build on its lockdown of OU in the 2001 Bedlam finale. But as the season progressed, a group of lesser-known players developed into major contributors, and nearly a dozen newcomers made the rapid and successful transition to the rigors of Big 12 Conference football. At season's end, this group of high-energy gridiron warriors had not only earned a bowl game victory, but a spot as one of the most exciting teams ever to wear the orange at Oklahoma State. This group of Cowboys defied history with OSU's first win over Nebraska in 41 years. Then continued its role with a win over Texas A&M the next time out, the Pokes' first win over the Aggies since the formation of the Big 12. The regular season ended in grand fashion with a bedlam blowout of Oklahoma, setting the stage for a Houston Bowl trip and another terrific team performance in a victory over Southern Miss. These Cowboys not only left their mark with big wins, but also in the record books. The 2002 team established a season record for passing yardage and was the second highest scoring team in school history. The Cowboys' high-octane offense scored points quickly and in bunches, frustrating even the most highly regarded defenses in college football. Defensively, the Cowboys earned a reputation as a hard-hitting, big-play unit, wiping out opposing offenses with crushing hits and game-deciding plays. As the season progressed, the defense surged, providing the O-Staters a boost down the home stretch. On special teams, the Cowboys maintained their spot among America's best units, giving the Cowboys an extra spark in almost every game with momentum-changing plays. Fans received their first glimpse of the explosive Cowboy offense on opening night in Shreveport, Louisiana. Josh Fields and Rashawn Woods began their quest of a spot in the Cowboy record book, hooking up on 3 scoring plays.
Fields, a play-action pass, looks, throws it deep down the far side, and the pass is caught! Touchdown, Cowboys! Fields gets a snap, back to pass. Up, throws to the near corner of the end zone, and the pass! It's caught by Woods in double coverage! Rashawn Woods made an unbelievable catch! Touchdown, Cowboys! Fields drops back, throws it toward the far corner of the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown, Oklahoma State!
That wasn't even fair.
Rashawn Woods with his 3rd touchdown catch of the night.
Meanwhile, OSU fans got their first look at a re-energized O-State running attack as Vernon Morency and Seymour Shaw made the most of their Cowboy debuts.
Fields gets a handoff, hands off to Morency, straight ahead to the 5.
Move?
He bursts into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Seymour Shaw, single setback, 2nd and 10. Handoff to Shaw, straight ahead to the 20, 25, 30. Breaks clear, 35, 40. To midfield, to the 40. Cuts back to the middle, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Dragged down at the 6-yard line.
Morency rushed for 108 yards, and Shaw added 97 more, setting the stage for future success on the ground. While these opening night performances didn't result in a victory, similar performances would deliver the first win of the season in the home opener against Northern Iowa.
Fields under center on 2nd and goal from the 1. Fields drops back to pass, throws it toward the end zone, and the pass is caught by Billy Badgema. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And on a gorgeous September night, Oklahoma State flexed its muscle on both sides of the ball on its way to a 45-10 rout of the Panthers.
Jurgens now in the shotgun. Cowboys show the blitz. Here they come. Jurgens, quick throw near side. It's intercepted. Down the near sideline. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Garrett Williams took it to the end zone, and the Cowboys take the lead.
Fields threw for 261 yards and 2 scores. Woods hauled in 9 receptions for 175 yards. And the defense held Northern Iowa to just 215 yards of offense, making opening night a joyous one for Cowboy faithful. Next up was a much-anticipated nationally televised game with UCLA on Lewis Field. And early in the contest, the Cowboys hit the Californians with an early blast that surely felt worse than any jet lag.
Pauls gets a snap, drops back, steps up, throws over the middle, and the pass is intercepted at the 38-yard line. Cabina moved to the 30, toward the far sideline, and knocked down at the 29-yard line. A huge defensive play by the Cowboys, and Cabina moved.
Although the Cowboys came up on the short end of a 38-24 loss, Rashawn Woods showed a national television audience why he's one of the best receivers in America. With 7 catches and 143 yards and a score, Woods repeatedly embarrassed the highly touted Bruin secondary.
Fields throws it far side, caught by Woods. Touchdown, Cowboys!
The final matchup in the Cowboys' 3-game homestand brought the SMU Mustangs to Lewis Field. From the opening kickoff, the Cowboy offense was on fire, leaving the Mustangs running for the barn.
And Fields fakes a handoff, bootleg, running to the near side to the 10, throws to the end zone, caught, touchdown Cowboys! Charlie Johnson!
The defense did its part too, snuffing out the Mustang rushing attack and eliminating the pass as any kind of threat.
Wallace in the shotgun, gets a snap, drops back, has time, throws over the middle, and the pass is intercepted at the 25-yard line. Kirk Milligan knocked down at the 26, and a big defensive play by Oklahoma State, and the Cowboys will get the football.
By the time the high-octane Cowboy offense had finished in the first half, OSU had racked up a 45-0 lead, the most points in a half in 14 years. Final score, Oklahoma State 52, SMU 16. After an off week, the Cowboys headed to Austin for the Big 12 Conference opener against the Texas Longhorns. On OSU's first possession, the Cowboys showed the second-ranked Longhorns that their re-energized rushing attack was no fluke.
Fields under center, Woods split to the far side. Fields gets a snap, hands off to Shaw, straight ahead. Big room to run to the 35, rumbling forward to the 30, and falling down at the 30-yard line. Seymour Shaw with a big burst, picks up 15 yards before Reed Boyd made the tackle.
A 39-yard field goal by Luke Phillips gave the Cowboys an early 3-0 lead. Then the defensive unit took over, making life difficult for the much ballyhooed Texas backfield.
Sims gets a snap, pitches it to Benson, running on the near side. He's hit, knocked down for a 2-yard loss, and there he is again. Kevin Williams, the senior, made penetration and knocked him down for a 2-yard loss.
In the second half, the Cowboy offense returned to its explosive nature, coming up with big plays to take the game to the wire. With the Cowboys needing a spark in the third quarter, Tatum Bell cut loose on a 45-yard tightrope touchdown run that rivals any circus act.
Wide receivers left and right, I formation behind Fields. Fields with a counter pitch to Tatum Bell, turns a corner, room to run to the 40, 35, to the 30-yard line, down the sideline, headed toward the end zone, and he's in! Touchdown, Oklahoma State!
And the Cowboy comeback wasn't over. OSU stunned the capacity crowd in Austin when John Lewis's end zone acrobatics put the Pokes on the board again and cut the Texas lead to 2.
Fields in the shotgun. Similar circumstances a year ago in Norman on a third down. Will they happen here? Fields gets a snap, drops back to pass, sets up, throws it deep down the far side, and the pass is caught! Pistols firing! Touchdown, Cowboys! John Lewis made the reception!
But Rashawn Woods and the Cowboys came up 1 yard short on the 2-point try. The Cowboys' final drive was thwarted by the UT defense, resulting in a hard-fought 17-15 loss to the Longhorns. Conditions more suited for November greeted the Cowboys when they took the field in Manhattan, Kansas against the Kansas State Wildcats. And while it was a tough day for the Pokes, there were some highlights, including another version of the Josh Fields to Rashawn Woods scoring show, and a field goal block unit that wreaked havoc on the Wildcats.
And it's blocked again. The Cowboys have a chance to run it back for 2 points. The Cowboys have it running down the field to the 40. It's Derek Williams to the 30, and the Cowboys are going to get 2 points. Oh, good grief.
How about that?
History was certainly against the Cowboys as Oklahoma State looked to reverse its fortunes against the Nebraska Cornhuskers. The last time the Cowboys beat the Huskers, it was 1961. John F. Kennedy was in the White House, and Bobby Lewis's hit song Tossin' and A-Turnin' was atop the music charts. But on this cold, wet October afternoon, the Cowboys awakened from a 4-decade slumber. Keyed by the stellar play of all Big 12 defensive tackle Kevin Williams, the Cowboy defense ransacked the Big Red O. Williams' play was surely one of the best OSU defensive performances ever on Lewis Field and demonstrated why he's one of America's best.
Lord gets a snap, runs the option play to the near side. In traffic, he's brought down at the 35-yard line for a 5-yard loss by big old Kevin Williams.
It was a total team effort on defense as other Cowboy stars, including ends Antonio Smith and Greg Richmond, offered up big plays.
Lord under center, gets a snap, drops back to pass, in trouble, hit, sacked at the 17-yard line.
Richmond again. He is everywhere.
Facing horrendous field position, the Cowboy offense scored only 3 points in the first half. But after the intermission, charged by tailback Tatum Bell, the Cowboy offense was unstoppable, reaching the end zone on 3 of its first 4 possessions. Tatum Bell's jingles through the Nebraska defense in the second half set the stage for the real stocking stuffers. A Josh Fields touchdown run and 2 TD passes, one to Rashawn Woods and another to John Lewis, who made one of the best catches of the year to miraculously stay in bounds.
Fields under center, gets a snap, drops back, throws it toward the end zone for John Lewis, a pass. Did he catch it? He did! Pistols firing! Touchdown, Cowboys! John Lewis!
They don't get any better than that. They don't get any better than that catch by John Lewis. The ball was a little bit overthrown, and Lewis extends all the way out. A flat layout to pull it in and keep his feet in bounds. The official had a great look at it. What a big play on 3rd and 9.
Bell finished with a career-high 182 yards on 33 carries, including the game-clinching yards in the final minutes that found the Cowboys exercising the demons of 41 years of orange frustration and sparking a party that lasted into the wee hours of the night in Stillwater.
Cowboy jubilation! 24-21! Cowboys beat Nebraska!
And all you Oklahoma State fans, get out there and enjoy that celebration on the field. And Les Miles, one of his most glorious days in a short tenure as a head coach here.
New goalpost awaited the Cowboys when they returned to Lewis Field 2 weeks later to face the Texas A&M Aggies, with former NFL legend and OSU star Thurman Thomas in attendance as the Grand Marshal of the homecoming parade. Bell showed Thomas and all in attendance why he's the next in a series of outstanding runners at a school referred to as Tailback U.
Fields hands it off to Bell, cuts back toward the middle to the 40, burst free, 45, he's headed down the field, 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, pistols firing, touchdown, Tatum Bell!
Meanwhile, Josh Fields was wrecking the vaunted Wrecking Crew defense, throwing for 161 yards and a touchdown in the first half, leading the Cowboys to a commanding 28-7 lead at the intermission. But a Texas A&M comeback in the third quarter cut the Cowboy lead to 28-23. But that's where the rally stopped, thanks to some huge plays from the Cowboy defensive unit.
Pair of wide receivers to the far side. Long gets a snap, drops back, under pressure, he's sacked! Knocked down at the 33-yard line by Greg Richmond.
It was also a coming out party for a true freshman cornerback. Vernon Grant showed that he's more than ready for the challenge of going mano-a-mano with the best receivers in the Big 12. With just over a minute remaining in the game, Grant and Chris Massey became homecoming heroes with a terrific play in the end zone to clinch a 28-23 victory for the Pokes.
3 wide receivers, Long in the shotgun. Long gets a snap, drops back to pass, has time, throws it deep down the far side, and the pass is intercepted in the end zone. Vernon Grant caught it off the deflection, and the Cowboy defense holds.
Did that not go in and out of the hands of Bethel Johnson? We're going to get another look, but Johnson streaking down the left side. He jumped in the middle of 2 defenders. It appeared to go in and out of his hands and into the hands of Vernon Grant, as we said, who would be in the middle of all the action again, and the smoke comes up big.
After 2 games at home, it was back on the road for the Cowboys, and on an unseasonably warm and windy day on the Texas plains, Tatum Bell proved that the buzz and talk about his stellar performances were not just a bunch of hot air.
Fields hands it off to Bell, hit in the backfield, burst forward, 35-40, he may go all the way, 45, 50, 40, down the far sideline, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, pistols firing, touchdown Tatum Bell, 68 yards, he was hit in the backfield, bounced off, and good night Vienna, 68 yards for Tatum Bell.
Adding to the highlights on this warm day was trickery from the special teams, setting the stage for future major contributions from the kicking units. However, Texas Tech's high-powered offense proved to be too much for the Pokes on this Saturday, but it would be the last time the Cowboys would taste defeat. With plans to get back in the win column, the Cowboys headed to Lawrence, Kansas to face the KU Jayhawks. It was the Cowboys' first trip to Memorial Stadium since 1998, but Oklahoma State's offense made itself right at home, cranking out 34 first-half points on the way to a 55-20 rout of the Jayhawks. OSU's dynamic duo of Josh Fields and Rashawn Woods continued their stellar play, teaming up for 3 first-half touchdowns.
Cowboys of their own 32. Fields gets a snap under pressure, throws it deep down the near side for Woods, wide open at the 35-30, back toward the middle of the 20, 15, 10, 5, pistols firing, touchdown, Rashawn Woods, 68 yards from Fields to Woods.
For Fields, it would be a record-setting day. The Stillwater sophomore tossed a school record 6 touchdown passes and a career-best 354 yards in the air, continuing a great late-season surge.
1st and 10 Cowboys from the Kansas 41. Fields fakes a handoff, rolls to the near side, pumps, wants to throw it back to the other side, throws it deep down the far side, man wide open, inside the 10 to the 5, touchdown Cowboys. Tatum Bell made the catch. It's a 41-yard touchdown throw.
A blocked punt led to a third-quarter Cowboy touchdown, and in the fourth quarter, team captain Terrence Robinson fulfilled every defensive player's dream, lumbering down the field on a 93-yard fumble return for a score.
Here's a handoff to Green. He fumbles a football, and the Cowboys pick it up. It's Terrence Robinson going down the near sideline. One man to beat. We'll see you later. Good night, Vienna. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. 91 yards by Terrence Robinson.
The win over Kansas sent the Cowboys home to Lewis Field, needing only one win for bowl eligibility. And after an early Baylor score, the Cowboys eliminated any doubts about their postseason plans with an offensive outburst that crushed the spirit of the visiting Bears.
Fields pitches it to Shaw, runs back toward the middle, he's into the end zone, touchdown Cowboys. Seymour Shaw gets on the board, and the Cowboys extend their lead. Out of the offset eye, gets the snap, drops back to pass, has time, throws it deep down the near side for John Lewis. It's caught! Touchdown, Cowboys! 34 yards. Josh Fields to John Lewis for the score.
Even Josh Fields brought out some special moves for the occasion, cutting loose on a long run that set up the first OSU touchdown. The Cowboys ripped through the Bear defense for touchdowns on each of their 7 first-half possessions. Fields hooked up with Woods twice for scores in the first half, including, appropriately enough, a scoring toss that gave Woods the all-time single-season receptions record at Oklahoma State.
Gets a snap, drops back, sets up, throws it deep down the near side, and the pass is caught by Woods. Touchdown, Cowboys! Could you have a more appropriate way for Rashawn Woods to set the single-season receptions record? I think not.
Meanwhile, Tatum Bell was on his way to another big day, dancing through the Bear defense for 106 yards and 3 scores, most of which came in the dominating first-half explosion. And the Cowboy defense was doing its part, keeping the Bear offense in check.
Karras gets a snap, rolls out toward the far side, and he's sacked at the 5-yard line by Kevin Williams. Karras tried to pump the throw. Williams jumped in the air, returned to earth, and Karras brought to the earth.
With bowl eligibility in hand, the Cowboys shifted their focus to the annual BOK Bedlam Showdown with the Oklahoma Sooners. A sold-out Lewis Field crowd braved the cold and windy conditions to witness one of college football's greatest rivalries. The Sooners were hoping to avenge a loss to the Cowboys a season earlier in Norman. But in the game's opening minutes, the Cowboy defense stuffed OU, leaving the Sooners more worried about leaving Lewis Field with all body parts functioning.
Hibble, quick throw far side, and Griffin is leveled in the backfield. Chris Massey with greetings and salutations for the all Big 12 running back.
Meanwhile, the Cowboy O-line was dominating the Sooner defensive front as the Cowboys mixed the run and pass to keep the OU defense guessing, and guessing incorrectly. A heads-up play by John Lewis in the end zone gave the Cowboys a 7-0 lead. And after the defense shut the Sooners down in 3 plays, the Big 12's most lethal offensive combination went right back to work, as Josh Fields surely had big eyes when he spotted his favorite target wide open down the middle.
Fields gets a snap, fakes a handoff, drops back, sets up, throws it deep down the center of the field for Woods. It's caught! Pistols firing! Touchdown, Cowboys!
In the second quarter, after OU had cut the lead to 14-6, it was the dynamic duo again, crushing the Sooners with a huge scoring play.
Fields gets a snap. Here comes the blitz. Fields drops back, sets up, throws it deep down the field, has a man open. It's caught by Woods. 20, 15, he'll score. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys!
With the Sooner defense focusing more on Woods, the Cowboys attacked the middle and used 4.0 student Billy Badgema to hit the big play from the tight end position. Despite efforts to stop Woods, Fields found the Cowboys' record-setting receiver one more time in the first half, staking the Cowboys to a 28-6 halftime lead and setting Lewis Field into a frenzy. On the opening drive of the second half, the Cowboys went right back to work on the Sooner defense. Fields hooked up with Rashawn Woods on key plays before finding true freshman Charlie Johnson in the end zone on a play that surely showed that it was a day for the Orange in Oklahoma.
Fields fakes a handoff, drops back, sets up, throws toward the end zone. It's deflected. It's caught. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Big Charlie Johnson, the true freshman, made the catch.
The Sooners rallied in the second half to make the game interesting, but when needed, the Cowboy offense engineered a beautiful 14-play, 52-yard drive that consumed 7.5 minutes and led to the game-clinching field goal by standout kicker Luke Phillips. OU had no answers on this day, and the Cowboy lead was insurmountable. OSU had gained the attention of college football fans across the country with a dominating victory over the Sooners.
How sweet it is! The Cowboys have beaten the Sooners again!
Woods' 12 receptions for 227 yards were career highs, and Fields racked up a career-best 357 yards in the air. But without terrific performances by the defense and a tremendous game by the Cowboy offensive line, those career days would not have been possible. This total team effort set off another Orange celebration as the Cowboys captured the BOK Bedlam Bell for a second straight year and gained additional leverage in the bowl selection process.
Capital One Bowl Week continues from Reliance Stadium. The Houston Bowl. Big 12 and Conference USA opponents. Southern Miss, the Golden Eagles at 7-5 against Oklahoma State, the Cowboys, also at 7-5.
Indeed, the Cowboys were headed south for the Houston Bowl showdown with the Southern Miss Golden Eagles, a venue that was just fine for Cowboy fans. More than 30,000 OSU fans made the trip to Houston for the game, turning Reliance Stadium and the adjacent areas into a sea of orange. It was Southern Miss who run the Cowboys season opener with a win in Hattiesburg to start the 2001 season. And from the opening kickoff, the Golden Eagles realized that the Cowboys wanted revenge.
Fields fakes a handoff, sets up, throws near side. It's caught! Touchdown, Cowboys! Big Mike Denard made the catch, and the Cowboys take the ball down the field on the first possession and take it to the end zone.
Moments later, the Cowboy defense got the ball right back in the hands of Josh Fields and company.
Gets a snap, drops back to pass, quick throw near side, and it's intercepted at the 35-yard line, down the near sideline, and brought down to the 31 is Darrent Williams, the sophomore out of Fort Worth, Texas, with the interception.
The Darrent Williams interception set up Luke Phillips for a 46-yard field goal, giving the Cowboys a 10-0 lead. But this bowl-experienced Southern Miss team didn't allow the Cowboys to run away. And with the game tied at 10 early in the second quarter, the terrific tandem of Josh Fields and Rashawn Woods came up with yet another big play.
Fields under center. Southern Miss shows the blitz. Here they come. Fields under pressure. Throws it far side, and the pass is caught. Woods to the 45, down the far sideline 50. Back toward the middle at the 40. Veers back to the outside at the 35, and brought down at the 30.
23-yard line. A big play for the Cowboys as Fields and Woods team up, and Josh made a heck of a throw there under pressure.
The 39-yard completion set the stage for Luke Phillips, who regained the lead for the Orange by matching a career high with a 52-yard field goal. After the Eagles tied the game at 13 late in the second quarter, the Cowboys used their quick strike offense to take the lead back along with the momentum.
And Fields gets a snap, drops back to pass, sets up, throws it deep down the near side for Rashawn Woods. He makes a leaping catch to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. He's in! Pistols firing! Touchdown, Cowboys! Holy guacamole, what a play!
Woods' terrific catch and run gave the Cowboys a 20-13 lead at the half. In the third quarter, the Golden Eagles soared to a 23-20 advantage. But after Southern Miss took the lead, OSU flexed its muscles and regained control of the game. A 28-yard field goal by Luke Phillips tied the game, and from there the Cowboy defense took over.
Penetration by Kevin Williams blows up the play. Allman didn't have a chance to hand the football off.
With the defense putting the clamps on the Southern Miss offense, Josh Fields engineered a 66-yard drive that, in typical OSU fashion, effectively mixed the ground game with the aerial attack.
Tatum Bell straight ahead to the 20, 15, breaks free at the 10, to the 5, pistols firing! Touchdown, Cowboys! Tatum Bell!
6 plays later, the offense was back on the field, seeking a game-clinching score. And Les Miles decided it was time to ring the bell once more.
To the 10, back toward the middle, first down to the 15, he's loose, down the far sideline, 25, 30, to the 40, to the 50, still on his feet, to the 40, to the 30, to the 25, 20, and finally brought down at the 11-yard line. Holy guacamole, Tatum Bell took it 88 yards down the far sideline.
Bell's 88-yard scamper was the longest of his career and set up a game-clinching field goal by Luke Phillips. OSU's 33-23 win was the Cowboys' first in a bowl game since the much-beloved 1988 team whipped up on Wyoming in the Holiday Bowl. The 1988 squad featured the high-octane trio of Barry Sanders, Hartley Dykes, and Mike Gundy. And the 2002 squad had its own offensive trifecta, featuring the combination of Rashawn Woods, Josh Fields, and Tatum Bell. The Cowboys' 6-win surge over the final 7 games of the 2002 season was surely one of the most exciting runs in OSU football history. Head coach Les Miles earned Big 12 Coach of the Year honors for his efforts. Wide receiver Rashawn Woods earned All-America honors and set single-season records for receptions, receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns. He also surpassed Hartley Dykes to become the all-time leader in receptions at Oklahoma State. Several other Cowboys received all Big 12 recognition. Kevin Williams was first-team All-League choice and became one of the most popular defensive linemen among NFL scouts by season's end. And Tatum Bell received second-team honors for his 1,096 yards on the ground. But there were many unsung heroes on this team, perhaps none more significant than the Cowboy offensive line, one that bonded together to pave the way for one of the most successful offensive seasons in Oklahoma State history. Senior tackles Kyle Eaton and Jason Russell were joined by guards Sam Mays and Chris Aiken and center Ben Bowie to form a productive unit. On defense, seniors Kevin Williams and Llewellyn Brown anchored the middle of the Cowboy defensive line, while newcomers and veterans blended together to create a hard-nosed unit that came up big at critical moments. 2002, a season of milestones, was just the beginning for the Oklahoma State football program, with several players at key positions returning for the 2003 season and a renovation of Lewis Field in the works. Few, if any, college football teams will welcome back an offensive arsenal as dangerous as the Josh Fields, Rashawn Woods, Tatum Bell combination. And several young talented defensive players return and are anxious to make the defense one of the Big 12's best. There's more excitement on the horizon as Oklahoma State football appears to be on its way to a spot among the national elite in college football.
Hi, I'm Les Miles. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for purchasing Cowboy football season tickets for the upcoming season and being a part of the Sea of Orange at Lewis Field. We want to sell out every seat and create a game day environment very much like Gallagher-Iba Arena, a loud and intimidating place for visiting teams to play. Our home field advantage is evident last season with a 6-1 record in Stillwater, including some landmark victories. Cowboy football will continue to work towards our goal of winning Big 12 championships. As the team continues to improve on the field, we're also excited about the upcoming stadium renovation. If you've not yet made a pledge or a gift to the Next Level campaign, I hope you will consider doing so. A modern, attractive facility is vital to our efforts to compete for a championship. We must be able to attract top-notch recruits and provide loyal fans like you with first-class amenities throughout the stadium. On behalf of our student-athletes and coaches, I again want to thank you for supporting Cowboy football. We look forward to seeing you and hearing you at Lewis Field this fall. I hope you will encourage your family and friends and alumni to get off the sidelines and purchase season tickets. I promise you, it'll be a winning experience. Remember, this is our team. Let's look at the top plays from last season, and thanks.
Fields gets a snap, fakes a handoff, rolls to the far side, throws it to the tight end, caught by Billy Badgema, up the far sideline to the 40, 45 to midfield, back toward the middle, 45, Badgema on the loose to the 40, 35, and rumbling forward to the 33-yard line. That's the 4.0 student Billy Badgema coming through with another big play.
Heck of a play by Billy Badgema. Again, a brush block and then a little fake handoff. Josh Fields rolls out to the right, and Badgema's all by himself. By rights, that's nothing more than a 10-yard gain. But Badgema sidesteps the man at the stick and rumbles for 20 more just on great effort.
And the former high school quarterback comes through with a huge play. High formation behind Lord with two tight ends from the Cowboy 30. Lord gets a snap, runs the option play to the near side. In traffic, he's brought down at the 35-yard line for a 5-yard loss by big old Kevin Williams, who went right past his man and threw him down for a 5-yard loss.
The way to stop the option, the way to really gum up the works is to force them deeper and wider than they want to go. And that was a clinic put on by Kevin Williams in doing all that and still making the tackle.
Cowboys 1st and 10 from their own 36. 3 wide receivers, Bell a single setback. Fields hands it off to Bell, cuts back toward the middle to the 40, burst free, 45, he's headed down the field, 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, pistols firing, touchdown, Tatum Bell!
That's a way to get back in the ball game right there. A little cutback action by Tatum Bell. Went right, broke the line of scrimmage, had to beat one man in the secondary as they had loaded him up front. And Tatum Bell broke out of that one at about the 46. And after that, there was nobody with an A&M helmet to pull him down. So Tatum Bell gets the Cowboys even again.
And Fields gets a snap, drops back to pass, sets up, throws it deep down the near side for Rashawn Woods. He makes a leaping catch to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. He's in! Pistols firing! Touchdown, Cowboys! Holy guacamole, what a play!
Sometimes you got to have the good fortune. And that time, 2 defenders coming over had them bracketed and knocked each other off the play. And somehow Rashawn Woods was able to come away with the football after the 2 white shirts collided. And once that happened, there was nobody home, and he took it to the house. But they took each other out of the play. Rashawn Woods right there for the jump ball.
That is why he's a first-team All-American, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd and 10, Cowboys show the blitz. Here they come, Hibble, quick throw far side, and Griffin is leveled in the backfield. Chris Massey with greetings and salutations for the old Big 12 running back. That's a 5-yard loss. Wow, he leveled him. That might be the best hit of the year, partner. I mean, Griffin caught it, was extended, and Massey drilled.
That's not just a tackle, that's a statement.
Yes.
For a game like this.
Cowboys are up to the Texas 45, 1st and 10. Wide receivers left and right, I formation behind Fields. Fields with a counter pitch to Tatum Bell. Turns a corner, room to run to the 40, 35, to the 30-yard line. Down the sideline, headed toward the end zone, and he's in! Touchdown, Oklahoma State! Good grief.
I think Texas gave up on the play, Dave. They thought he was going to go out of bounds because he was running out of real estate. But what a cut by Bell at about the 34, maybe the 33-yard line. He cut it right back in, and he stayed right up the sideline, and they gave up on the play. Tatum Bell just outran him and outfoxed him on that one.
Fields under center. Fields gets a snap. Hands it off to Bell. Straight ahead. Room to run to the 5, to the 10. Back toward the middle. First down to the 15. He's loose. Down the far sideline. 25, 30. To the 40. To the 50. Still on his feet. To the 40. To the 30. To the 25. 20. And finally brought down at the 11-yard line. Holy guacamole. Tatum Bell took it 88 yards down the far sideline.
That'll get you out of a hole in a hurry, huh? Tatum Bell picking right, left, just staying with the blocks until he got into the separation area, and he ran away for the most part from two defenders and almost took it to the house. Tatum Bell piling up the yards, and what a crucial run that was.
Minute 13 left in the game. A&M with one timeout. Cowboys lead 28-23.
Dave, you think eventually you're going to have to start taking a shot at that end zone here. They don't have enough time to just creep it on down.
Three wide receivers, Long in the shotgun. Long gets a snap, drops back to pass, has time, throws it deep down the far side, and the pass is intercepted in the end zone. Vernon Grant caught it off the deflection, and the Cowboy defense holds.
Did that not go in and out of the hands of Bethel Johnson? We're going to get another look, but Johnson streaking down the left side. He jumped in the middle of two defenders. It appeared to go in and out of his hands and into the hands of Vernon Grant, as we said, who would be in the middle of all the action again, and the Smurf comes up big.
First and 10, Cowboys at their own 40. Fields gets a snap. Here comes the blitz. Fields drops back, sets up, throws it deep down the field, has a man open. It's caught by Woods. 20, 15, he'll score. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys! 60 yards.
Unbelievable. You have the best receiver maybe in the country, and he's behind two defensive backs again. Great play action and a great pickup of the blitz in the backfield to give Josh Fields that extra second he needed to line it up and let it go.
Three wide receivers. Bell a single setback. Fields under center, gets a snap, drops back, throws it toward the end zone for John Lewis. The pass. Did he catch it? He did! Pistols firing! Touchdown, Cowboys! John Lewis!
They don't get any better than that. They don't get any better than that catch by John Lewis. The ball was a little bit overthrown, and Lewis extends all the way out. A flat layout to pull it in and keep his feet in bounds. The official had a great look at it. What a big play on 3rd and 9.